Hey, Kimmy, baby, I had a book over here in this drawer. You seen it?
You mean a little black book? Oh, honey, I cleaned out those drawers in that whole room and made a big donation to Goodwill. But don't worry, we can get you another one.
Oh, hell no.
You're never going to believe what happened to me today at the Goodwill. I found a book of seed phrases, honey. I can get those hair transplants now. Oh.
Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. Go best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. That's my best friend.
Damn, feeling lucky. How about most streets? Us two in these streets. Diamonds on my feet. Caught up in these talks. Circling my head top. Should've been more cautious. Now I got what I wanted. Many I've been here before. Made it out of 11 more. Like my phone CoinEx. So I can't stop, I want it all. Listen up, I'm calling you. I need you to tell the truth. Remember when you wanted to. Remember that I said was you. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it then. You know what you both do. But I can never be a friend. Got me being penalized. Couldn't get me so blind. You know what you both do. So I can never be a friend. And the men don't we kinda turn around, eat your greens. When you fight, but you do really clean. Then you come to the bed and you love real dirty. It's everybody sweater drops, you're real keen. Bring it, let me get your juiciest piece. Can't remember when I had the same please. The shops of the club never had no boundary. How's it gonna be? Wanna eat these centerpiece? Where we gonna go? You're gonna need these calories. Giving me a treat to refill these batteries. Then you only them on your knees. There's no way to dream. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boo. Ooh, it's sneaking up on you. There's nothing you can do. There's things about the boom. I lose control when you do it like that. Ain't got you love when I go mad. Got you at the perfect time. I was watching it then. You know what you both do. But I can never be a friend. Got me being
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. I am blessed, Grizz. I am doing better than I deserve. Dave Ramsey says that, but by gosh, it just applies. Here we go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Late Night Crypto Charts with the Road Dog. My name is Lane, and I am your host this evening as we dive into altcoins only. Yeah, we're kind of skipping by Bitcoin. He's kind of boring, just kind of hanging out there. I don't know, maybe glance at him. I don't even think we should glance at him. So whether it's your first time watching me live, maybe you're watching this later. Late night cut out for everybody, and it's not late night all over the world. But I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you for spending your time with me. The whole goal of this channel is just to help people avoid the pitfalls that I've been through this market. Throw a little TA on the charts, try to find the good entries, try to find the good trades for investments, for trading, mostly swing trading. Need a place to keep these coins, though. You don't need to keep them on the exchanges. That's why I like to offer the Tangent wallet. Got a code up here, DAWG. They'll save you 10% off of your Tangent wallet. Helps you out, and it helps this channel out too, because gosh darn it, everybody wants to charge me a fee every month for every little thing that I do, it seems. What is up with that? You will earn nothing and you will be happy. I'm not too happy about it. Just saying. Well, the day is starting to light up a little bit after all that red. When they finally start turning around, it's got to get a little green, doesn't it? Can't stay red forever, can it? Or can it? Got the top 100 over here on Crypto Bubbles. See what's popping off. See what's up for the week. Not much. Tau's up for the week. So that's where a lot of strength lies. FXS, Frac shares. Nice round in accumulation there. Might be one to look at, put on the radar. Sign of strength. Maker, just up. Higher highs and higher lows. And good old Manta. We'll look at Manta in just a second. Shout out to everybody who's here live with me here in the chat. We've got Dave B in the house. Hey, welcome, Dave. And we got Grizz in the house. And Cray Bear himself. Glad to have you guys here, man. Grizz says you deserve the best. Jesus paid a high price for it. Amen, he did. Very high price for someone who didn't do anything wrong when you think about it. My gosh. And we got Sam. Hey, how's it going, Sam? I appreciate you too, brother. All right, I'm going to pull up the indices right here. Total 3. We see Bitcoin dominance over here starting to rise up a little bit. That does not help our altcoins. Does not. Now, when we zoom out on this, which, you know, I'm on the daily chart right here. That's a pretty good zoom out. We've lost this big old trend line that we've had here for the longest. Now, that should mean downside, and downside in Bitcoin dominance should be good for altcoins, but she's being stubborn. She's not wanting to go down. We got like a 3 rising peak pattern right here, and kind of close to head and shoulders, I guess you would say. So a nice indication there, lower high, lower low. Even though the second trip down, she made a lower low. So it means that we're probably going to come up here and retest this trend line one more time, shoot back up. That's going to throw our alts into a little of a situation. We can see where, you know, money's been selling out, not just Bitcoin and altcoins, going into tether dominance over here, and that's what we're dealing with. But you know what? That gives us an opportunity to look for some juicy prices that we're coming into now, and possibly coming into over maybe this next coming week, this weekend or next coming week, to hit some of these lower prices. It may be happening here. We lost the trend line on total 3, so we're looking for a little down. I've got a measure move that can take us all the way down here to about $407 billion. Don't cry, we've been down there before. We spent a lot of time down there fighting through there, and then we broke up and we were all happy again. We were sad down here, and then we started getting happier. Man, altcoins are doing great. Man, my bags are growing. Yay! This crypto stuff's starting to work. Went up again, like yay! And now we're coming back. What if we come, you know, take a step forward, take a step back if you're not constantly on your bags and trying to work them. And even if you're trying to do that, I mean, that doesn't always pay off for you, does it? But once you lose a major trend, hey man, a little bit of a pullback. Some people will sell out. Do you see that? That's why tether dominance is going up. People say, oh, broke that. It's time to get out of altcoins right now. And we're feeling that. So congratulations if you took profit. If you didn't, well, I mean, this is part of the roller coaster ride that we know is crypto. And to be honest, it's very slight right now. It's not a big pullback. If you've been through the bear market, you usually have tough skin anyway, so. The only ones that would be freaking out now, I think, are the ones that are kind of relatively new. Don't freak out, baby. That's what they're trying to get you to do. I'm going to jump over here to, I guess we'll start. Actually, I want to start on the weekly. Oh, look, we had to look at Bitcoin anyway, didn't we? Gosh darn it, I wasn't even meaning to be on here. We're not going to be on here long. We're cool. We're still in the channel, and that's not even the chart I was going to show you. I hadn't even come down to where I thought that, you know, we can technically come down to. We haven't even done it. Seems like we're finding a bounce where we are now with stick. Don't know. Have to play that one out by ear as we go. 100 moving average. Oh God, you lied. They're on Bitcoin. You said altcoins only. It just happens. I fell right into Bitcoin, honey. I don't know. I just fell down and right there it was. I was just right on top of Bitcoin. It was, I don't know. I can't explain it. It was, honey, I'm so sorry. I just felt right on me. Just tripped right over onto it. I don't know. FET, we're getting right on it. FET, Fetch AI. I like Fetch AI. I want a bigger bag of Fetch AI. I got a really good entry on this, but I just didn't get enough. I think I got into it at crypto.com. Probably didn't get the best deal at the time, but it turned out being pretty cool. And just left it sitting on the back burner, and kind of wish I'd picked up a lot more at those really, really, really good prices. All right, so basically FET, we could say it's in the big opening, broadening, widening pattern. We call them megaphones because that's a lot easier to say most of the time. And these are kind of wild patterns to play, man, because they will bounce from one side to the other. And the cool thing is that the slanted side, this one, just keeps going up and up and up. And so does this one slightly. So FET, what you doing, baby? You lost a trend line. Yeah. You lost the 9 on the weekly. So we're looking at possibly coming back to retest this area right here. support resistance area that we flipped, I'd say there is probably a definite Fibonacci area that will come into play there. We'll identify that in just a minute. Firstly, we got to put where you are. But, oh, 46 cents for Epi. Nah, really? That's gonna hurt some people. Well, that would be a little bit of ouchie. Oh, that kind of coincides with the 618 Fibonacci. It even says, hey man, it could be as low as 42.88. I would go with the fib. I would definitely go with the fib. I'm going to go a little bit higher than the fib. So losing the non-moving average, we're looking for the 21, which happens to be ironically right here at this 44 cent area too. So we got some confluence, even on these larger time frames, saying that's where I'm going. It may not look like it now. It may even look like I'm going the opposite way right now. But that's where I'm headed. He said it very matter-of-factly, so I kind of believe him. Losing that trend line. Trying to find support here on the daily on the 100. Will it? It might. Yeah, that might be that little bounce up that you see before we come slamming down. Does it gots to? We're in the middle of this cloud here, man. I think it's gots to. There's a little bit of a divergence forming here, only it's the hidden kind. That's the weak kind. That's the kind that can be played out as price comes down and then it just kind of disappears and goes away. Gotta get my visual set up here. Okay. Chris says, gotta look at BTC. It moves the majority of the market. That is true. That is true. I normally do always look at BTC, but I did say altcoins only tonight on my title, so I kind of have to stick with it. I'm going to cheat and look at Bitcoin dominance though. Look at that. Ooh, man, Bitcoin dominance. See, Bitcoin dominance goes up. It doesn't leave very many positive scenarios for altcoins. It just doesn't. In 2 out of 3 of those scenarios, you know, altcoins are going to go down. The other scenario is that we just kind of hang out and don't do much. But, you know, it's a good time to maybe accumulate. Should dominance go up and Bitcoin just kind of hang out? Find that out, you actually have to look at Bitcoin, but we're not going to do that tonight. I want to let you guys tell me what Bitcoin is doing. Bitcoin, they're playing the silly games. Moving this here, moving that there, and then of course, the whole FTX thing, really? I mean, really? Do you guys remember that when they got to FTX, they found out, hey man, they don't have any Bitcoin. No, they weren't Bitcoin heavy at all. Even Alameda. Yeah. See, they would get rid of the Bitcoin and put it into other stuff. How do they have so much Bitcoin now to dump right now? That bankruptcy thing is doing something I did not expect, you know, a bankruptcy to do, it seems. I didn't know that they could invest those. I don't know. I don't know much about bankruptcy, but that surprises me. But yet they're going to give the proceeds back at the value that the Bitcoin was at the time of the collapse, which was the bottom. Something smells like trout. All right, so FET, did we discuss where it's coming down to? I'm looking at $44, and that's 44 cents. If this level does not hold, I'm looking for that. And even if this level does hold, I'm still looking for that, just to be honest with you. Pull a Fibonacci here just to double check our levels. Did we already do that? Probably already did. Squirrel brain. 618, yeah, I'm still rolling with that. Also, just in case things go a little south. 32, but I'm not expecting that for seriousness. Just saying. What about where she can go? Can we get a little positiveness, a little sunshine in this? When you zoom out, man, she looks good. Actually, it's higher highs, higher lows. Not bad. This is a nice little start of what could be a very, very big move. And I mean, I'm still sticking with these targets up here, man. I am. I think we can get rid of the fib there. Look, 97 cents. Sticking with that. Let's say we come down to the 44-cent area and make it up to $1.51. And I'm honestly, by the time it gets up here, let's just call it 167. This is you don't understand. You don't appreciate the beauty of this pattern, man. Those are some tall gains and they come quick. 272% possible gains for, however long it takes for this to play out. Draw a trend line from the swing low through here. Moving this guy down there to touch it because, well, that's what we're supposed to do. May have to go lower now. Oh gosh. So it's not out of the question. 28 cents may come in. It can. Not saying that it has to. If you look, if you take this trend line that we just drew and you copy it and you drag it up there, you'll start to see a channel kind of form there. And we're just bouncing within this channel. So as long as we've identified that, the bottom of that channel is always fair game, and you've always got to be on alert that, hey man, that may not work out that way. But there is a middle line to this, and it's actually coming down here around the 44-cent area, maybe a little higher, possibly. Quite possibly, maybe at 50 cents, where it can do a partial decline, find some ground here, find a leg to stand on, and then start working its way to the upside. So that's kind of what we're looking at for you here. But keep these areas in mind. 45, 28. And don't forget $1.51 and $1.67. They'll come in handy in the future. Yeah, they're picking out Lambo colors. FET, I likes it. Let's go check out LIDO DAO. Is it DAO, LIDO DAO, DAO? See, she's already been on Coinbase. How much chart history we got over here for you? I think that's about right. Going to check out KuCoin. Oh, yeah, there's some more history there. A little bit more. Okay, the more information, the more data that we have, well, the more accurate that we can be. Nice trend line support there. That was at $1.50. What was that? October. And we're at $2.84 right now after hitting a high of about $4. That was nice. Copy that little guy, throw him right over here. We got the same thing going on. A big ass channel. Now there's a way that we can draw these on here. I never use it though, because I don't know. I'm just in the habit of doing the other way. They have fib channels. There's another channel. So it's not a fibby fib. Oh, dang, are you up here? And this is probably why I don't ever use it, because it's just hard to find. Parallel channel, are you a regression channel? A flat top bottom, what? I'm gonna try the parallel channel here. That did nothing for me. You're wasting our time. Yeah, trading me. No, we're talking about Euro Dog. You're wasting our time. We don't care about your dang channels. But, I mean, you don't use it anyway. Parallel channel. You can draw the little line, then you can bring it right down and it draws that little center line right there for you. Isn't that cool? So, that little guy. So I'm going to draw a little horizontal line there. I'm going to put this little marker there. That's about 268, a good area for a retest. I think we've already hit it and bouncing off that area. Here on the daily chart, let's draw up a few little trend lines here. Get a few little lines in the sand established. Could go down as low as 242. Bounce off this trend line 265. Target would be about 407. Measure move, if we were ever to break out of this, could take us. We'll have to, finesse this one, fine tune it after a breakout occurs. If one should one occur, not saying that it will, but if it does, we'd be looking toward these areas. That'd be coming in at $6.57. That would be cool. It would be cool just to go from where we are now, just right up to, what is that, $4.07, $4.08? That'd be about a 42% return. Just from where we are right now. Fine tune this little trend line here. I'm picky about it. Lines up with the 100 moving average. So, no divergence there. It's trying to bounce off of this area over here. Support resistance flip, and that's what we need to see. If it can do that, that's great. If it can't hold that, then maybe down here. But really great sign that it's trying to do that and may pull it off. Come down to the 4 hour and see if you got a chance. Just got the death cross here. A little bit of divergence, it might help a little bit. I think to make God's. Let's give her some time. I think 244 may be a possibility. Maybe. Well, if she loses 265, do expect it. Hey, we got Strega in the house. How's it going, Strega? I'm in a fight with my chat thing again over here. Chris says we had an earthquake on the leftist coast. I mean, that's not, the earthquake's not funny, but the way you described that area is humorous. Small one just rattled the window. 4.5 in San Bernardino. San Bernardino. Hey, there's Haven. How's it going, Haven? Just connected my Phantom wallet to Jupiter. Hey, Jupiter's kind of a cool exchange. I get the world of DeFi frustrates me because certain wallets work with certain exchanges, and I couldn't use I can do most things on my Trust wallet, but I couldn't use, for some reason, I couldn't. What is it? That exchange only worked. Jupiter only worked with. Am I thinking about yeah, Jupiter only worked with the Phantom wallet. Yeah, it's just weird. So I've got two different little, a smaller Solana thing going on over here, and the one I was trying to work on originally over here that works with Radium, which is clunky and slow. I'm not seeing the appeal of the Solana system as far as its functionality, how smooth it is. MANTA, I was on that earlier today. That worked pretty. It seemed to work pretty quick and pretty cool. Which MANTA? Let's take a look at MANTA. Kind of the hot topic right now. Ooh, you bounced up. And I just actually took some. I was like, man, I'm sitting over here trying to do this, and I don't really have much of this MANTA token. So I actually bought some earlier before the pump. Not really anticipating it to pump. I was just like, I'm in DeFi. I better have something to work with here. I need to get some stuff kind of pulled up and staked up and everything, and just kind of played out my favor in there. I'm hoping to get a MANTA airdrop. I missed the main one, or didn't. I don't know. I mean, I found out about it late. Just trying to get some stuff done over there. I'm trying to qualify for another one. Look at there. Look at there. So you see this is a channel, and then we kind of identified it. Now I cut through this bear trap here. I'm just mainly going by those lines there. Just establish an angle and post it up here. Measure move, and then we're in channels. We're just in channels. So we just bumped up a level on this. Might possibly get rejected up here, come back down toward the bottom of this level, maybe even touch the bottom of this level. So for the patient, 288 might come back into play. It's not going to stay up here forever. Tighten up this little measured move there. So it's probably a good chance to get a reversal over here, in my personal opinion. Of course, I'm on the 1 hour. Let's look at a few other things. We've got some rising price, but the volume was rising, but now it's not. Keep an eye on that. Rising price with falling volume means that the trend is getting weak and it's getting ready to possibly reverse on you. So that's what we're looking at here. And the volume is starting to peak down a little bit. Keep an eye. There is some bearish divergence forming on the smaller time frames. So yeah, I think that this is probably a good place to think about paying yourself a little bit if you're trading this, or if you're trying to build bags on, you know, on a rejection when it comes back down, because it will need to come back and retest this trend line. And maybe this horizontal area about 270 could technically come into play there too. Your diagonal trend lines are strong. Your horizontal ones are usually stronger, in my personal opinion. Market Cypher likes it, says it's getting ready to try to do something, and I think that is going to be try to make up that other dime. Hey, if you want to try to break out above this and go up to around 382, go for it. I just don't think you got the power. But I could be wrong. Lots of confidence saying just depends on what you guys are trying to do, actually. Saying that $3, the $3 area right here may actually hold if it does come down and try to retest. Throw that out there. MANTA. SHIB is on my list. Let's come out here to the weekly. Clearly my buy zone. So lost that little 9, did not try to break to the upside there, instead came back down. All that is still good, just has to vary depending on wherever the breakout may be. So this one will have to be readjusted. So this was a 236 area right here for Shiba, and it has not yet broken above that, and that's just from this move, or from, I think it's this move. That is coming in at 1132-ish, 1140. Honestly, to me, it looks like SHIB is going to do all right as finding support here. Or it's got a good chance. Let's come down to the daily here. I think so too. I think so. I think it's got a good chance for these areas down here to hold. Looks like it's trying to just retest a support, so kind of like a support with resistance area. Kind of trying to, yeah, this area right over here. It's not the greatest, but just trying to flip it. It's got the 200 moving average giving us support there. It looks good. Actually, it looks good. Oh, I think you look good, SHIB. I think you're getting ready to bounce to the upside. You're finally going to start going up there to 1132, 1140 somewhere. Let's go, SHIB. She's looking good. FLUX. The FLUX capacitor. FLUX is still in this megaphone pattern, which is, you know, normally bearish, meaning that they break to the downside the majority of the time, except when they don't. Then they can be kind of fun. think the biggest thing I would point out, other than this being in this big old green cloud, which sucks, 200 moving average, 100 moving average, and the 50 are all still going up and to the right. 50's getting a little weak, showing some signs of weakness there. But still a possibility for these to recover and go up above it. Not liking exactly what I see on the cloud play out. We don't want to see this one break down. If it does, you know, we're definitely coming down to retest the 200 moving average and possibly, you know, a little bit lower. And that could be about 40 to 42 cents there. That would kind of suck a little bit for anybody that's in it and riding that to the downside. Hey, if you're short in the market, you might find something to do there. Big wicks, big wicks. The biggest thing that's got me concerned is the 50 curving and us being in this green cloud with the little red over here and testing the bottom of this trend line over and over. I'm not seeing divergence that I need to give us a signal that we're going to take a nice strong bounce here either. So Flux may have to kind of fight this one out to determine what it's going to do. Let's check the weekly. The weekly says it's time for Flux to come down. So, oh, that sucks, Flux. Weekly says it probably needs to take a break. So there is, that gives us a higher chance, in my personal opinion, reaching that 44-cent area maybe. At least there. Flux. AIOZ. Oh, that's a noisy chart. Not crazy about the RSI dipping below our little line there. Showing some weakness here on the MACD on the weekly. Lost the 9 moving average. AIOZ, I think, is going to take a little sabbatical. She's going to get back in touch with her roots down here. Oh Lord, I can't see it on the smaller time frame, so I can see it on the bigger ones. Let's go retest this 0.098 cent area. R236, she's accumulation. She broke out of accumulation, so that's cool. She's just gonna have to come back and kind of solidify this whole area right here. And if you're following on the daily chart, that would be about where your 100 moving average is coming in right there. That's that 236 area. So I expect it to come back, retouch that area. And then we'll see if we can finally bounce out of accumulation and start working our way up toward 24 cents there. AIOZ, so a little bit of a pullback, which is normal, no big deal. Let's go ahead and take some of these lines off. So now we got more price history, we'll just apply it. I like to use the candle bodies when I first draw my lines. Plays out better. Copy that little guy, bring him down here, and there's our channel. Here's how that works. Respect my trend line. So AIOZ a little bit more down before going a little bit more up. And the up that I'm more interested in for this little guy to be about 48 cents. So if she's going to make a higher high, higher than his last high, get out into price discovery. That should be one of its first stops. 24 cents and 30 cents will be stops along the way. Should we take a look at Crow? You guys are talking about Crow over there. I like Crow and a little bit of a love-hate relationship with it. But I think they wised up, and I think they're giving it a life, it seems like, and that's a smart move, following the move of Binance and BNB. And it looks like it's actually making some ground this time. It took it a little while to get started, right? Where is our best chart for Crow? Are they not on Binance anymore? I could go with the crypto market cap, but it's not going to give me volume, and I like volume. We'll just go with KuCoin. Crow. The only thing I don't like about this is this trend line that it broke, a major trend line there. So that's going to be a problem when it comes back up to wherever it meets that. That'll put a little bit of a damper on the party. But we're far from that right now. Nice breakout of a shallow falling wedge there, which, you know, really? I mean, I think we took our I don't think we actually took the measure move from up here, did we? And you could you? I mean, yeah, really, I think you could. Yeah, gosh darn it, didn't that work? Actually, probably could have took the whole full measure there. So there are ratios to this whole thing, and they are very, very accurate. That's going outside of our thing. But since this one does have a touch down here to form this pattern, it's kind of, it's going on the fringe of it really, but pretty valid there. Normally I would just take one from here. So Crow sitting at, oh wow, 7.8 cents. She's finding rejection up here at what, 11 cents and stuff. I think this is I think that's one of our Fibonacci's, right? 236 Fibonacci's. Do I just need to do this all over? I'm gonna do one from right here to right there. Well, that's kind of interesting. So we haven't made it up to the 236 for that move. Ooh, we're riding right above it on this one though. So that's important. From this swing high down to our swing lows right here. Let's go ahead and get that wick there too. This is the 236 marking the accumulation for this last little leg that we had in there. So cool that we broke above that, and we're confirming it for support right now. Got 200 moving average right below it, so it looks like that's going to hold. That's a good sign. It may come back down to 7.25 in that area, a little bit lower, whatever, but we should start working on possibly going sideways, maybe working on reversing around this area. This line should hold. Because if we come back in, we're going to do all this crap again, and I don't know. I can't see us going through most of 2024 in accumulation again. No solid trend line to draw for this new way. We just have this little guy right here running right there, which also gives us a little confidence that that 200 moving average should hold pretty well. We'll probably copy that little guy, post him up here, and kind of identify the channel that we're in, and at least find an area that will probably be maybe an area of rejection. And no matter what we'll do a front run target. Should be taking us about right there. So boom, depending on where she breaks out at, it really does. 15 cents could be a high, a nice little high target. 16 cents might get squeezed out of that, but she may, you know, not make a higher high than this through this area. This is still technically in a larger accumulation. We just got out of the worst area, the lowest areas there. It got down to 4.6 cents, something like that. Great place to pick up Crow. It really is. It shocked me last time when she went all the way up to almost $1, and I was like, because I got burned. I bought her 18 cents and then she went down to 4 cents. So I was pretty pissed for a long, long time. Thought I'd been scammed. No, it's just the way it goes. So nice areas right now for Crow. We did Satoshi virtual machine, right? Did we do that first? I meant to do it. I can't remember if I did or not. I picked up a little bit of this tonight. I didn't do it on the exchange though. I did it on Uniswap. She went down to the $7 area and I'm like, that's to buy. Well, now this one's been, what? This doesn't even make sense. I don't even know what those lines are. Must be on too big of a time frame. So this is a new guy. It's out, a virtual machine, Ethereum virtual machine, compatible. It's a layer 2 for Bitcoin. That's the bee's knees. Actually, I expect it to do very well. But it had a nice big humongous sell-off, didn't it? That was highly disappointing. Alright, so we got that trend line to worry about now. I see a little confluence there. So all I'm doing right now is just I'm establishing the angle for this pattern. And roughly got it. Probably could have finessed it a little bit, but we're fairly decent there. And when you do that, it helps you identify some of the other areas of support resistance. Swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low, low there. It wasn't really being affected so much here, but now it's support and resistance, and it looks like we're fighting with that area, trying to reclaim it. Drew the line and carried it down just a little bit more. Some of these areas and some of these wicks also corresponded with there. It's strong enough to give us a bounce off of it, so that's cool. She could have come down a lot more, and can still come down a lot more. Darn it. Well, let's figure out how far down she could come. Haven't had to use these tricks in a while. If she does get down to 522, 420, I'm definitely jumping on this little guy, but I don't think she's going to make it. I don't think she's going to make it down there instantly. It made a lower low, made a higher low, lower high, and then finally made a lower low. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So usually when I use these trims, I use them a lot in the bear market. Don't get a chance to use them very much right now. And some of my little cheat lines that I've got here can indicate that we may be doing what we, you know, a bear trap idea for this trend line, bouncing back into it and starting to work our way upward. Possibility that may be going on right here. I would like to see some divergence play out here, but I'm not seeing any. So nothing confirmed. But I wouldn't take these other lower prices off the radar just yet. Sad to say. Time to make the donuts. But this is one that's on my new accumulation radar, and I'm nibbling her up, throwing a bag of this little guy. Even says, I got SHIBs. SHIBs, I'm closing in on owning 0.01% of the overall leash supply. Hey, cool, dude. Leash has been doing pretty, I mean, it's been doing good. I don't know what it is right now at the moment, but it was on a nice trajectory. All right, now we looked at Flow, right? Or was it Flux? I think it was Flux. I think Flow is next on my list here. Take a look at Flow over on Binance. Hockey stick pattern right there. Big accumulation. A little bit of a rounding bottom going on, which, you know, and it's things to look for. Following this as a falling wedge, it looked like she was getting some volume for a breakout there. She did, and then she rode it down. That sucks. So she got all pumpy, and then true to the bearish pattern that it is, this is how they normally play out. When you see them go to the upside and break to the outside, they go crazy parabolic. But the whole time that they're in them, they can also do some really impressive moves here. Well, Flux is definitely still in accumulation. What's the deal with Flux? Is it worth having? Or not Flux, Flow. Flow is what we're looking at. I am on the wrong one to do this, aren't I? Flow has got a maximum supply of 1.485 million coins. Market cap is, what? You already had $1 billion market cap? Crazy, man, crazy. Total supply. Okay, so you're all out there. Got it all hanging out. Flow is Web3 mainstream permissionless layer 1 blockchain, empowering developers to create limitless Web3 apps for mainstream adoption. So layer 1, oh, join the community building on Flow. Ticketmaster, Mattel, this, yeah, you're coming back this, yeah. I think you need to pay attention to this guy with the connections. If there's anybody that's starting to go out mainstream, clearly this one's got a leg up on most people. Susables, NBA, NFL, La Liga, Joyride. I knew there was a reason. Animoca Brands, oh yeah, Animoca. UFC, Coinbase, Circle, Doodles. Explore the ecosystem, okay. Flowverse NFT. Earn FXP for buying or selling your Flow NFTs. Projects Marketplace. So Flowbatar, this is their ecosystem, man. I've never even looked at it before. The Party Goobers, NFL All Day, NBA Top Shot, your own Flow, okay. UFC Strike, own the best moments from UFC history, is officially licensed digital collectibles. GBTC, the fungible token for green Bitcoin DAO. Flow, the native currency which is key to maintaining and operating Flow. definitely got at least a 10x from where it is now. At least. What say you on what say you over here? Token metrics or flow? La 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 la. I don't know. La 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 la. La 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 la. La la. Flow. With the trader right now saying sell, sell. Investor side saying buy, buy. Valuation grades 85%. I like that. I like that a lot. Fundamental grade 66%. Technology grade 83%. Was that one that's on our list? I mean, I know I've got a little bit of this, but I'm thinking about starting to. I'm looking for ones I want to go into a little bit heavier, and I think Flow may start. Flow may be making the cut. Don't do the post-it. You never see the post-it, man. All right, post-it note up there to remind me. So. Flow. Let's take a deeper look at Flow. So I'm kind of impressed with that. I like all this. I like their ecosystem, and I think it's at a good spot to probably get into this guy. Let's zoom out. Look at the chart. Just look at the chart. Flow. Did we see how high Flow went? Flow, what was your all-time high? All-time high was $42. It's down 98% from its all-time high. This, no matter how you slice and dice this up, by the rules of crypto, where all altcoins usually they fall between 90 to 99%. This is in buy zone, no matter how you slice or dice it. So, I'm kind of stoked about this. And she could possibly be technically considered an accumulation all the way up to $8. No, Doc, you're just being silly now. No. For real, for real. Even under $2 be an accumulation. Listen, dollar down just a little bit. See how low that scale her down just a little bit. See how she's performing for where she is right now and where she's been for the last, my goodness, year and a half. There it is, right there. Still in accumulation. Tighten that up a little bit. Right at $1. Anything below $1 is excellent, in my personal opinion, to pick this little guy up. She got rejected there, which typically means possibility for more accumulation. So 41 cents. Let's tighten that up a little bit there. We're on the weekly time frame here. Good places to look to getting into Flow would be a 51 cent, 62 cents. Should we make it down there? It wouldn't be a bad idea to start nibbling now, my personal opinion. There's a lot of buy pressure here. These wicks on the other underside there coming in. Kind of in the middle of getting in the middle of a cloud, so it's telling me there's a possibility that it may just come down here, if it does at all. May not even go below 70 cents before it starts getting sucked up into this cloud a little bit. But we're gonna bank on, since we lost the non-moving average, coming down to the 21, because that's just normal. And that's where 618 is there. So 62 cents looks nice and juicy, and I wouldn't even worry about selling it unless you're just trying to make a quick buck. You buy something around 70, 75 cents, 60 cents and sell it for $40. That's pretty dang good. And just looking at what this one's got going on, NBA Top Shots and all that, it's on flow. If there's anyone that can get back up, you can run a node. Participate by running a light node. Participate by running a staking node. Who should run a node? Everyone. Anyone can run a node every day on everyday hardware, really. You don't even need to stake any flow, really. Run a node and contribute to the security of it. I would really want to start getting into this stuff. If you got an easy one where I don't have to start learning a whole new skill set, GPU, 4 gigabyte RAM minimum, 300 gigabyte. Are you doing the Docker stuff? Yeah. Oh, it's so simple. We'll just throw in this code here. Flow, I kind of likes it. Strikers says use the node to heat your house. All right, and take a look at Pyre, PYR. Vulcan Forge. Interesting. Looks like we broke out of accumulation on this little guy too. I haven't looked at this one in a long time. Let's do the same song and dance here. Identify those levels. She's getting rejected. Woo-wee, $13. $21 weekly moving average, sitting at the 618. That's a good sign. Maybe she's found support there. Can regain the 9, maybe. Let's hope so. If not, this 786 is coming strangely close to an area that could be retested for support right there. So makes it valid place to kind of look at for a retest. 411, 412 right there in that area. If this area doesn't hold, ooh, we got pins up here. Pin tops is what we call them. 2 wicks that kind of come to the same area for rejection and then down. MACD on the week. Oh, baby. Oh, okay, so Vulcan Forge is going to go and sell here. Let's just take let's just take that one. Just look for 410. Just look for 410. That's all I can say. Look for 410. Saw that on the weekly for the MACD crossing. As bearish as I'll get out for a little while. Ichimoku Cloud's got a different suggestion here, but man, I don't. Okay, if you bounce here and decide to, you know, pull a miracle and make the weekly MACD uncross, hey, more power to you. I'll watch you walk on water on your next miracle, but I'm not seeing how that's going to happen, man. But, you know, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Show me. I'll support you, baby. I just, what was that? I don't even know what happened here. I dropped my mouse and it did some crazy stuff. There we go. I can't see much of a. Let's go down to the daily. Confirmed. Coming to the downside. We lost it. So some of these coins getting a little bit cheaper. A little bit cheaper. Really liking flow though. I'm going to take a closer look at that one. Look at IOTA, not IOTA. We looked at IOTX, but this one's IOTA. Let's run this little guy over here through Token Metrics. IOTA, strong sell on the trader side, strong, well, a buy on the investor side. Okay, might be worth looking at. Fundamental grade's good, 67%. Valuation grade, 85%, meaning that it's very much undervalued. 100% scale, 100% is totally undervalued. 0 is overvalued. So this one's highly undervalued right now. Good technology grade. This one's with the Internet of Things, where you know your toaster talks to your coffee maker and decides to take it out for dinner or whatever they do. Get married and have, I don't know, they let them talk to each other, eventually probably pay each other. AI is coming into your coffee maker and everything else. I don't know, man. Talk about your elf on a shelf. It'll be telling on you for every little thing that you probably do. You're just one more cup away from a kidney stone. I mean, I don't know. Our words are about to change, baby. They're about to change. Doing really good finding support on the daily off that 200 moving average like it should. The 200, 150, even though it's starting to turn there, curving there, they're all going in the right direction, man. So pull back and then reclaim. She looks good to me for more upside. Measure move, I believe, has already been met for that, technically. So still in the accumulation zone here under 34 cents. I could go through here and get some different fib targets for whatever leg and everything that I'm on, but basically all these 236s amount to a big area of accumulation, so they've got to be hit. They've got to be hit. The price has got to go up and either break above it or go up and get rejected by it. So I just said, why not use those as targets? I mean, it may take them a little while to get there, but that's the ones that are going to give you the biggest payday. For where we are right now, anyway. So 33 cents is where I'm looking at. We're sitting at 22 right now. Looks like we got a retest in, going to the upside. IOTA. I don't know if I'm in this one or not. Possible 55% gains from that, and then a lot more to hold on to this. This guy went up to what, almost 270. So a 10x possible, maybe. Best car music open show, my man. GTAI will be listed today. I just did that, didn't I? Just closed the window. Oh, wait a minute. You said what? GT? GTAI. See, listen, I don't see anything about it. I was hoping to look and just see what the project was about and everything. GT Protocol. Chain GPT's IDO launchpad successfully sends AI-powered trading platform GT Protocol into orbit. Okay, interesting. cool website. We value coins by their websites. It is a cool website. Will you not agree? I agree. Buy these here. So it's going to be listed Bybit, Gate, MEXC, Pancake, KuCoin, Blockchain AI Execution Protocol, AI Crypto Management, Play Video. I would. I don't have you hooked up to let everybody hear what you're saying. GT app is the next generation Web3 crypto investment platform. Non-intuitive or an intuitive non-custodial crypto investment experience. Profitable strategies featuring controllable risk levels. Unique AI trading and investment tools powered by AI execution. Sounds interesting. 5 days, 21 minutes, and 56 seconds for the token launch. Sounds cool. I have to keep an eye out for that. Thanks for mentioning that because I was not keeping up with it, wasn't aware of it. Launch the app. Log in now. See your first profit in just 10 minutes with a free 3 days trial. Oh, so they are a moneymaker, aren't they? They're going to charge with the token. They give kickbacks on the token. Are you security? So, of course, they're starting to see that Gary Gensler's definition of security is just a wee bit broad. Too broad. I think that's very interesting. America's starting to come around a little bit, it looks like. Golly. All right. We went over FET, LIDO Finance, Shiba Inu, Flux, AIOZ, Flow, Vulcan Forge, Crow, MANTA DAO, or MANTA DAO. Tau is the only one that I have not hit. What do you guys think about Tau? I can't even spell it. TAO, Tau. BitTensor. On the rebound, getting ready to come up to that target, baby. Let's go. I've got her heading up to around 544, 572, that area. For this little thing that she just did right there, and it may take her time, but we're going to have to pay very attention up here at 396 here where she was before. Make sure that we don't do an M pattern double top. But getting past that would be price discovery again, and we could be headed more to the upside on Tau. Wasn't that a nice turnaround, man? Came all the way back down under $200, just wicked down through there, hanging around this area about 220. I think that's where I had it out on my video. I can't remember. How we doing, Tau? You can take it, stake it, and it just keeps slowly adding up. I've already added 0.2. It was 8.13, now it's 8.15, and it just keeps adding up. So I don't even have to worry about buying it anymore. I'm just letting it do what it do. I wish I'd bought more when it was cheaper, but you'll hear me say that a lot. We started looking at this little guy when it was around $50, $70 in through that range. I think my first video was back in way back, earlier in the year. Yeah, way back through here. But I like it. I saw potential in it then, and it's just got even more potential now. So if you're not in this one, if you wanted to try to find a... This is going to suck, and you're going to be looking at it like, what? Why would you do that? But this is the tactic the people that get in it to use. They'll wait till it makes a higher high, retest that, make sure that that's going to hold, and then they'll enter in at that higher price, because from here will be price discovery, and then, you know, going up. And that's risky. And if you're like me, you'd always try to front run at the first chance that you would get. Is there a place that we can get into Tau on the short-term time frames, man? I guess that's the question to answer right now. Does look like she wants to get a little bit of a rejection up through here. So yeah, I would be looking right back here at this area. 21 moving average is coming in through there. Support resistance flip from this area right over here. So right around 280. So that means she's got to pull back from where she is now about another 10% or more, 10 to 12%. I would be looking for that. And of course, here's our new trend line. Always a possibility it may come down and retest the bottom of the trend line, so it's a little bit more hopium. Little confluence with some other support areas. There's a support resistance flip right here. So that makes that a key level. This market is at 257, maybe. It's Ruby No Limit. Hey, how's it going? Can you do Chainlink, ADA, and Solana? Let's see. I can do them very quickly. Because actually, I'm about ready to get out of here. I try to get my videos somewhere as close to an hour or less as I can. I can't seem to do less very often. Because when people see these big old long streams, they're like cat pass. And it's hard to get the streams to build up momentum that way. I like to do them about 30 or 45 minutes, but I just can't. I can't. I say too much or say it too slow or whatever. All right, so Link, take a quick look at Link. Zoom out to the weekly here so we can be as accurate as possible. Hanging above the 200 moving average, which is a great sign. Below the 9 moving average, not great, but it happens. 200 is the main thing. Staying above it means that we're still in a positive uptrend. Number go up. Always the possibility of coming back down and testing these areas around $9 though, so keep that in mind. Because if we lose that 200 moving average, count on it happening. If we don't lose it, this may play out as a flag, and we may make up some lost ground here. Could bring us up around to the $24, $25 area. Possibility. And actually, we're looking for this area to hold right where it has been. 1283. Breaking that, let's rephrase it that way. Breaking that area at 1233 could bring us down to 9. Holding that area at 1283, whatever, could take us up to 25. Cardano. Pretty sure I got this marked already. Yeah. So she's technically an accumulation until she breaks out at 90 cents. On the bigger picture of things. And on the smaller range of things, she's just now breaking out of accumulation and retesting that area. So right now, you're right here at 46 cents, right in this area, all the way down to that 100 moving average here on the weekly, which is coming in about 44.65. Let's go to the daily chart here. Great areas to accumulate is what it's telling me. It's like she still may come down and test this trend line maybe again. Could happen. Really shouldn't go too far below that 100 moving average though. Bet she could. Now she did lose this trend line. That's worth saying. Coming down to the smaller time frame, worth noting. Ah, geez, now we got to do a measure move. You're not gonna like it. I'm not gonna lie. If I see 33 cent Cardano one more time, man, I'm gonna lose it. Possible. And there is a horizontal area of support support right there that might come into play. So breaking this trend line was the big deal. And that's going to signify some more downward action. Even if she gets a bounce and comes up, and she can bounce off the top of that and start coming down to these lower areas. That's what we got to look at. It's a big deal to lose that. So there will be unlikely that she does this and stays above it. It might, but it's unlikely. So probably a little bit more downside action for Cardano. Yay. I get to ride that one out with you. And the last one was Solana. Solana, same thing, lost that big trend line. I mean, it looks great that she's been getting a bounce about $82, but $68 sounds like a... Nah, we wouldn't do that until we find ourselves there. And I kind of see us finding ourselves there before long. Don't know what's going to cause it. That's a pretty tight channel though. So it may just be like a little slow bleed to the downside. Am I seeing anything? It's a little bit of a hidden divergence forming there, but man. I'm zooming out here a little bit. She need a pullback. Could come down as far as $55. Technically, we can come down a lot lower, but I don't think that we will. But right now, on the weekly, we're still above the 9-moving average. That's coming in at $86. So until we lose that, close the candle below it, we still got a chance to move to the upside, even if it's traveling underneath that line. Riding underneath it. Maybe. I don't see it happening, but maybe. Maybe she will. What I'm saying that's giving the voice to caution is not only do we have this green cloud that we're in, which means a no trade zone that we should be going into a bearish. It means we're bearish when we get under the green cloud. And then you got the 9 crossing the 50, which means that's going to give us should give us a push more down. And that leads us toward $68. All right, guys, appreciate you for hanging out with me. If you can, hit that like button.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
I got to go and spend some time doing some timestamps, but I appreciate you for hanging out with me. I'll be back tomorrow night, and I still have a long list to go. Trade carefully, man. They're going to be playing their game, setting us up for the weekend where they can take advantage of us again, in my personal opinion. We got a little bit of questionable activity out of altcoins over the next couple of weeks, but it gives us a chance to accumulate on the bags, maybe move some things around, change some things around, move over to some stronger projects from some weaker projects. Gives us a little opportunity to do some things like that before the altcoins start taking off, and they will. It's a good time to start looking about adding to your bags, in my personal opinion. See you tomorrow night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Good night, everybody. You do that so graceful.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice, ice, ice. You won't make it to the finish line. Nope. Now if you gotta know the truth, was gonna let you go. You was fine, never mind, unpredictable. Fade eye off the ground, you ain't no one. You a star, blow it up like supernova. In the nighttime, hit my hotline. Sharing secrets, you was really was about your life. Basic bullets, with no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my note?
So, I've been doing this thing called crypto trading. You know, it's like buying and selling digital money like a garage sale, but without the rusty bicycles. You're gonna tell the crowd tonight. You know, but I really like crypto. They got some crazy terms. I love the terms they use, but this one, HODL, H or D-L. That one just sounds crazy. It sounds like somebody misspelled the word hope. And they always say, just hard on man. It's like they're giving financial advice with a speech impediment.